that three is blocked. They get it to Davis, and here it comes. He jams it down. From the point, Bree Adams, lowering hard, and it's in! Off the stick to Sydney Kamstrup, and the Cougars are on the board. And he'll put it right on goal, and right into the goal! Ethan Olsen on a free kick. Interception, and two of those shouldn't have happened in my opinion. There was the one on the far side back in the late first, early second quarter, I believe. Swajhovic, one-handed grab, oh my goodness! Matthew Ozendorf into the end zone on the touchdown. Grant Nelson will pull down the rebound. Nelson will go to the hoop and jam it down with a one-handed slam. Savageau, the closest one there, couldn't quite get it off the far boards. Maddie Green will pick it up. She'll circle around, being closely contested there, and it's picked up. Shot on goal, and a rebound attempt, and another one, and it's in. It's Jordan Kesey with the goal, and it's 2-0 Bismarck Blizzards. Get it up to Pesa, off her knee, and just lobs it. Ross is able to shuffle it out to Crabtree. They'll work back up the court. Near side, three on the way, and it's in! Paige Thompson with the triple. Getting the face-offs down on this end of the ice, and they have pulled their goalie. And here's an opportunity, and no. Friddle is there, it's in! Friddle scored with 5.5 seconds to go! Caleb Friddle gets the goal, and we're tied at 1. 22 to shoot on the shot clock here. Hoverson for his 9th three. Yes, he got it! 9 threes for Hoverson. Well, let's just see how many he can get here. Ty Satter wants the ball. He's gonna maybe tee it up for 11th three. He got it! 11 three-pointers for Ty Satter. It's unbelievable. 35 points for Satter, and it's 75-37. All right, welcome back. We're at Barnesville High School here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network on the Minnesota Sports Station. My name is Mike Mason. Hope you're having a great evening. The junior varsity game, we went to Barnesville. 30-27, Perham had a nice three-point shot that just barely missed on an attempt to tie the game. And had that shot gone in, we'd still be in overtime of the junior varsity game. So if you missed that game, it'll be available for a 24/7 replay here, probably within about, before the end of the varsity game. I'll say that much for sure. We have done a grand total of 661 games now. This varsity game is 662 from 42 different cities and towns. And just thank you so much for following us online on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook. We certainly appreciate it. And if you're new to us, I've talked to a few Perham fans here at Barnesville High School saying they just heard of us this past Saturday when we covered that Perham Yellow Jackets game against the Staples Motley Cardinals. And we certainly appreciate you tuning in. And for the Barnesville fans, we certainly appreciate you tuning in as well. So we've done almost, if you're wondering where the .5 game comes in, that is a result of doing a game of a varsity team versus a junior varsity team a little over a year ago. So that's where the half of games come in there. But so that last game was a junior varsity game, 101.5, you could say. And this game here will be a varsity game, 549.5. As you can see, we've been in 2 different states. We just moved into Minnesota during this past fall season with the volleyball season. And we will be around for a while here in Minnesota and North Dakota. So don't you worry about that. We'll have a few more Perham games in the future. I'm pretty confident on that. You can find us online at msportsnet as I turn down that background music on the Taylor Swift song. We don't want to get a copyright strike on YouTube. So once again, on Twitter at msportsnet.com, facebook.com/msportsnetlive if you're not watching on YouTube, or if you have like a family member that's not sure how to find it on YouTube, maybe they can find it on Facebook. Facebook.com/msportsnetlive. The games are broadcast live on your home TV, on your mobile devices, on Facebook, and on YouTube. All over the place. We'd love it if you're to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're planning on changing that from the ND Sports channel to Magnitude Sports or something along the lines of Magnitude. But YouTube won't allow us to change it at the moment. So hopefully whenever YouTube allows that, we'll get it changed. But for the meantime, it is youtube.com/ND Sports channel. We want to say thanks to our sponsors, including Barnesville Senex, Front Street Nutrition, and Midwest Bank as well. And if you want to team up with us, we got booster plans that start as low as $25 a month, or you can ask about a package to support your favorite team. We'll get you a 30-second commercial. We'll get you a little business message scrolling on our scoreboard, which is on screen unless we're in a commercial break. So that's a lot of game time exposure there for you. Phone number's there. You can visit our website at msportsnet.com. That phone number you can call or text. So if you don't want to call, you can send us a text and ask questions too, and we'll definitely do that. Also, if you're a sophomore or junior, now's the perfect time to ask about our player profile videos. They'll set you up for an opportunity to get a college scholarship. We've done 4 of them. 2 of the 4 have gotten college scholarships. The 4th one we just did about a week and 2 weeks ago, so we haven't heard anything on that one yet. But I mean, it's 125. It takes less than an hour to tape. We turn them around in less than 72 hours. Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota athletes are available. Travel fees only apply if we have to travel to make a long distance to make the taping, like say to Rapid City. Then we might charge a travel fee to that. But all the softball ones we do are in partnership with Diamond Academy, but we do all the other sports too. Football, hockey, wrestling, track and field, you name it, we do it. If I didn't mention the sport, we probably do the sport anyway. And if you're a senior who's recently signed a letter of intent to play sports in college, we'd love to sit down with you, reflect on high school, find out why you chose the college that you chose, and then we have that fun segment in the middle called 10 Random Questions. We have 40 or so questions in a box. You pull them out, we ask them. We don't know which questions they are. Our college commit student athlete doesn't know what questions they are. They could range anywhere from if you try a bowl of bacon cheeseburger soup to if you would recommend the last YouTube video you watched to your mother, and some more serious questions too. So it's really fun. Everybody's enjoyed it. We would love to do one with your senior athlete. They're absolutely free thanks to donations that have come in. We do not charge for those college commit videos. Well, once again, coming up, we want to go look at the team profiles. We're about 6 minutes away, so let's take a timeout, and we'll be right back.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake.
Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back. Barnesville High School. Almost said Moorhead, and I have no idea why. If you want to donate, you can scan that QR code on your screen that you see right there. It'll be available during the pregame, postgame, during all commercial breaks. Our next broadcast will be down in Wahpeton tomorrow as the Huskies host the Cheyenne Mustangs. Then we'll be in Moorhead for the boys' HOL shootout starting at 9:30 a.m. You can check our website at msportsnet.com for all of the upcoming games. The Barnesville Trojans, they're 10-9, 1-4, 9-5 in playing on the road or neutral court, and they're 6-7 in the 8AA section. While the Perham Yellow Jackets are 15-6 overall, they're 9-3 when playing at home and 6-3 when playing on the road or neutral court, and they're 11-4 against 8AA section opponents. We want to thank our sponsors once again, including Barnesville Senex, Front Street Nutrition, and Midwest Bank. When we come back, we will have the opening announcements from our PA announcer, as well as the starting lineups and all that other cool stuff coming up just about 2 minutes away. We'll take one more time out, and then we'll come back with your starting lineups and get you closer to tip-off here on the Minnesota Sports Station.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake.
Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back here at Barnesville High School. We're about 15 seconds away from the opening announcements. The starting lineups, I got 9 of the 10 starters. I forgot to circle the 5th starter for Perham, so we'll have to find that out as they announce them on the floor here. And then we'll go through them once again. If the national anthem is sung by a student, we will keep it here. If it is a audio, MP3 audio, then we will take a break to avoid a copyright strike.
Featuring the Perham Yellow Jackets and your Barnesville Lady Trojans. Students, parents, teachers, and administration would like to...
And we'll do our best to get the starting lineups around the crowd members who are standing here. Most of them are being considerate, though, so that's awesome.
During the contest. Please refrain from walking on or across the court before, during, and after the event. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we ask that you rise if you are able to remove any headwear and face the flag, as we have a special treat tonight. Our Lady Trojan basketball players Trinity Gregg and Lauren Halverson are going to sing our national anthem.
All right, we'll keep it here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Trinity Greg and Lauren Halverson, great job, thank you. Trinity Greg, sorry.
Trinity Gregg and Lauren Halverson doing an outstanding job on the national anthem there. Both of them sophomores for the Barnesville Trojans.
With that privilege comes responsibility. Responsibility to conduct oneself in a manner where the game is enjoyable for all fans and participants. Barnesville High School reminds you to be a good sport on the court and in the stands. Now let's meet the starting lineups. First, the guests on the scoreboard, the Perham Yellow Jackets. At forward, 5'9" junior number 13, Lily DeBoer.
All right, we'll get them as they come to center court here so we can see them.
At center, 5'11" junior number 15, Stella Razor. At guard, 5'5" sophomore number 22, Sydney Anderson. At guard, 5'5" junior number 24, Katie Johnson.
That was the one I was missing.
5'5" junior number 33, Grace Nicholson. Head coach of the Yellow Jackets, TJ Super.
All right, so once again, it's Lily DeBoer, Stella Razor, Sydney Anderson, Katie Johnson, and Grace Mickelson, your starters for the Perham Yellow Jackets. And now for the Barnesville Trojans. Looks like we'll be able to get them coming through their lineup here. We'll turn down the sound mic there, just in case. As much as we love that song, but YouTube is not as loving of that song as I am.
Here's your starting lineup, your Barnesville Lady Trojans. At guard, junior number 1, Sam Pisa. At guard, junior number 3, Jim Macy. At guard, sophomore number 4, Lexi Baldry. At forward, a sophomore number 14, Emily Redman. And forward, a sophomore number 32, Lauren Halverson. Head coach of the Lady Trojans, Ryan Bonstead, assistant coaches.
All right, so once again, your starters for Barnesville, Sam Pesa, Kim Macy, Lexi Bowgreen, Emily Bredman, and Lauren Halverson. Head coach for the Yellow Jackets, TJ Super. Talked with him right when we arrived here, getting ready to set up. Really nice guy. And Ryan Bomstad for the Barnesville Trojans. Also want to say hi to the Yellow Jackets fans watching back at home in Perham as the boys are playing at home. And I was told by TJ that they're going to be streaming this game on some of the TVs at Perham High School. So keeping their eyes on the girls' action while the boys play at home. So shout out to everybody watching from Perham High School. We certainly appreciate you tuning in. It's game time, folks. And the tip is won by the Barnesville Trojans, and we're underway here in the first half of play from Barnesville High School. They'll work it up top here. That is Lauren Halverson. Now on the near wing, it's Pesa. Pesa, ball above her head, looking inside there for turning around. Couldn't quite see who that was. I believe it was Emily Bredman, and it was, and out of bounds. Stopping the clock with 17:41 to go. Bringing it over the timeline there is Grace Mickelson. Now over to the far side. Shot is blocked, out of bounds, stays with the Yellow Jackets. Underneath on the block there was Bredman. Still looking for our first bucket of the game here. Inbounds pass comes into Sydney Anderson. Now Anderson will get it back. They'll work it around and up top here. Now onto the near wing, and now they work it down low. One dribble there by Razor. And now they'll pop it out to the far corner, drive into the paint. Tried to pass it there, but a little bit of miscommunication. That'll be the first turnover of the game here for Perham. Pesa brings over the timeline for Macy on the near wing. Macy works it up top for Bredman. Bredman look inside, now over to Pesa on the far wing. Pesa inside there for Lauren Halverson. That's the first bucket of the game. Goes to Lauren Halverson, the assist to Pesa. 2-0 in favor of the Trojans. Now near wing, driving inside there is Katie Johnson. That one will not go. Loose ball goes into the hands of Halverson. Last time we saw the Trojans, they picked up a big win over a very good Park Christian Falcons team. That was at the Moorhead Invite early in the morning on Saturday, last Saturday at Moorhead High School. And then the last time we saw the Perham Yellow Jackets was on that same day, a little bit later in the afternoon, as they took care of business against the Staples Motley Cardinals. Don't remember the final score off the top of my head, but I do know that it was a comfortable win for the Yellow Jackets. Little hook shot up and in there for Laura Halverson. She has all 4 points here for the Trojans. Perham looking to get on the board as they work into the near corner. Now down low to Razor. Spins around far wing. Drives baseline towards the hoop. I'm not sure if that was a shot or a tip shot that ended up looking like a pass. 3-pointer on the way. No, off the rim, won't go. Battle for the rebound out of bounds, and they'll go out of bounds and back to the Trojans. So if Perham doesn't score here pretty soon, their fans might get tired of standing. 15:52 and counting to go as Pesa brings it over the timeline. Near wing, I can't see who that is. Let's see here, because of Lexi Bullgreen. Shot up and in. Emily Bredman with 2 more. Quick 6-0 lead here for the Trojans. 15:32 and counting. Near wing, that's Lily DeBoer. Now up top. See, it's kind of hard to see those yellow numbers. That's Pilgrim. Near wing, it's Sydney Anderson. They work it in for Razor. Razor into the paint, back out. Anderson for 3. No, off the back iron, won't go. Rebound comes down there to Halverson. Back the other way quickly now. That is Bullgreen into the paint, puts it up. No, not going to go. Ball's tipped out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Yellow Jackets. Stops the clock with 15:01 to go here as they'll wait a moment here so the Trojans can tie their shoe. I believe that was Pesa. Yep, it was. Still no fouls in the game here. Halverson with 4, Emily Bredman with 2, and the Trojans with 6. Sydney Anderson now pops it out. 3's off the mark. Offensive rebound. They work it back up top. 3 on the way, and it rattles in. It's Katie Johnson with the triple. That cuts the lead in half. And a whistle. I missed it as I was writing down the stats in the book there. So the inbounds pass will come up top here, I believe, Razor, I think. No, the ball rolls out of bounds, and they'll get it in for Katie Johnson. Johnson now to Grace Mickelson, now up top for Sydney Anderson, back over to Johnson now. Mickelson with the basketball. Pops it over far side. Back to Sydney Anderson. Anderson, free throw line extended far side. Now she'll drive down to the baseline to the hoop. And the shot's blocked by Bredman once again. That's her second block of the game. Just over 14 minutes to go. They work it inside for Bredman. Tipped into the hands there of Lexi Bullgreen. And then the whistle will stop the clock with 14:02 to go as the ball goes out of bounds. Inbounds pass here for the Trojans from the baseline on the far side of the hoop. They'll get it in, catch and shoot 3 on the way. That's off the back iron, won't go, out of the hands of Kim Macy. Back the other way, now comes Sydney Anderson and the Yellow Jackets. Far wing, now they work it up top. Back quickly into the hands of Sydney Anderson. Catch and shoot 3, Katie Johnson off the front rim, won't go. Offensive rebound there, and now they'll feed it right back into Katie Johnson, and 1!
Basket's good. She's fouled on the play by the Trojans. Number 14, Emily Bredman. Checking for the Trojans. Number 33, Kenzie Scogan.
The assist goes to Grace Mickelson on that drive to the basket there by Katie Johnson. And now Katie Johnson will have a chance to convert on the three-point play and tie this game up if she can do that. And in and out. Rebound comes down to Lexi Bolgreen. Macy will bring it over the timeline. Get it to Pesa. Pesa being guarded by Mickelson here. Now Pesa works in the corner for Bolgreen. Inside for Bredman. And the ball's tipped around. There's some contact and a foul. This foul is more than likely going on Mickelson. And that is indeed the case. Up top, through the hands, and loose balls taken away by Mickelson. First turnover of the game here for Barnesville, and they'll stop the clock with 13-14 to go. So the ball finds its way out of bounds. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Midwest Bank, Front Street Nutrition, and Barnesville Senex. We certainly appreciate their support in bringing us broadcast coverage here of the Trojans and the Yellow Jackets. Bredman in the backcourt, bringing it up over the timeline, and she does so successfully. Bolgreen, free throw line extended near side, works it up top there into the hands of Skolgan. Now Bredman, one dribble in the paint, turnaround off the glass, too strong. Offensive rebound and the putback on the second chance points there for Emily Bredman, who has 4. And the Trojans with an 8-5 lead now with 12:48 and counting to go. Quickly working in the corner there. Now back up top, Katie Johnson gets it to Mickelson. Mickelson near side here for, that's Katie Zepper into the game. And Zepper will get the assist as she works it inside there for Sydney Anderson. 8-7. And a possible foul coming up here, maybe on Zepper, definitely on the Yellow Jackets. Check that, it's on Katie Johnson, her first, team second.
For the Yellow Jackets, number 1, Maya Morris.
Maya Morris, a 5'4" freshman, checking into the lineup here for the Yellow Jackets. And triggering the inbounds pass is Sam Pesa. Pesa will get it back off the tip. Pesa will drive it into the paint and to the hoop, and it's partially blocked. And the Yellow Jackets will scoop up the loose ball, and then there's a foul in the backcourt there on the Trojans. That's their team foul number 2. Pesa will pick up her first. She has 1 assist so far in this game, and that's it. 12:17 to go. Sydney Anderson here on the near wing. Works it up top there for Maya Morris. Morris into the hands now of Zepper. I think that was Mickelson, and it was. Mickelson fires it over far side. Zepper all alone up top, didn't pull the trigger. Now Mickelson has it. Near corner for Anderson. Anderson back up for Morris, excuse me. Now Zepper fires it far side for Mickelson inside. That's Razor off the glass. She got fouled.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 14, Emily Bredman. That's her second personal foul, team's third. At the line to shoot 2 shots for the Yellow Jackets, number 21, Willow Thiel.
Willow Thiel, excuse me. And she'll miss the first one.
Number 40, Emily Smith.
Emily Smith checks in, and that gives
water out of there.
Bredman a breather on the bench. And the second free throw's up and in. 1 of 2 for that trip for Willow Thiel, the 8th grader.
We got one. We're good.
Sydney Strand had, I think, 20-some against Park Christian last time we saw her. Sydney Strand had 23, including 3 three-pointers. Halverson with 6 points now. Thought about the 3, now she will pull the trigger, and that will not rattle in. And there's a foul underneath on who? It's on the Yellow Jackets. Willow Thiel picking up her first, team's third. Both teams have 3 now.
And number 24, Katie Johnson.
A little bit of pressure in the backcourt here by the Yellow Jackets as Sydney Strand, who had 23 against Park Christian, brings it over the timeline here with 11:05 and counting. Now they'll work it up top. That is Smith. Yes, Emily Smith. And that one's off the mark. Rebound comes down to Zepper. Zepper is a 5'9" senior. Pass across the lane, and that's Stella Razor, the junior, with her first bucket of the game. And we're tied at 10. First tie of the game. Stops the clock with 10:43 to go, and we have a foul. And going to the free throw line is Mickelson. Mickelson's first free throw will bounce in. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Midwest Bank, Front Street Nutrition, and Barnesville Senex. Second free throw off the mark. Smith will get the rebound. Bring it back the other way here for the Trojans. So it's 11-10. The Yellow Jackets have the lead. Up top into the hands of Halverson. Halverson fires it over to Bolgreen. Bolgreen looked at the basket, didn't pull the trigger. Now she wants to go down to the corner. Back up top here for Scogan. Scogan over to Bolgreen. Bolgreen will get around her defender, go to the hoop, too strong. Battle for the rebound underneath, and there's a foul. Stops the clock with 10:16 to go here in the first half. The foul is on the Trojans. I think Macy got it. Nope, check that. Kenzie Scogan.
Change for the Yellow Jackets, number 5, Mallory Belka.
Johnson works it over, and now they're working inside for Razor. Razor, is that a travel? Yep, it is. Trying to power her way through the hoop and drug that pivot foot, and that caused the turnover. Scogan brings it over the timeline. Scogan now into the hands of Sydney Strand. Up top for Smith, over to Scogan on the far wing. Scogan thought about dribbling down to the baseline, trying to work it inside, back to Scogan. Scogan cross court, near wing now, Strand. Strand will dribble in, free throw line, and powers her way to the hoop. Gets the offensive rebound, and the follow-up's up and in.
Basket by number 4, Lexi Ballgreen.
Lexi Ballgreen with the basket. And it's a 12-11 lead for the Trojans. Corner three, off the back iron, won't go. Rebound initially grabbed by Zepper and then stolen away there by Scogan. Three-pointer, Strand, too strong. Smith with the rebound, spins around, can't get that one to go. And the Yellow Jackets get the rebound underneath, and it's immediately stolen by Sydney Strand. Now Bolgreen, Scogan here on the near wing, ball above her head, looking inside, nobody home. Now Smith up top, drives down, far side of the lane. Basket will not count, but a foul on the Yellow Jackets.
Fouls on the Yellow Jackets, number 1, Maya Morris, that's her first personal foul, team 4. Left line to shoot 2 shots for the Trojans, number 40, Emily Smith.
So Emily Smith has a chance to extend the Trojan lead, I should say. And no, the first one's off the mark.
Checking for the Yellow Jackets, number 13, Lily DeBoer, and number 22, Sydney Anderson.
Second one is going to drop in. 1 for 2 for Emily Smith. That's Katie Johnson. Gets it now to, I believe that is Lily DeBoer. Yep, it is. Anderson pops it back out. Thought about the three, got the defender to commit, and she'll put it in from inside the paint. It's Mallory Belka with the bucket. And that ties us up at 13. Halverson gets 0.7 and 8, and the Trojans retake the lead. 2 ties and 3 lead changes here. One of those lead changes belong to the Yellow Jackets. The other 2 belong to the Trojans. Anderson for 3. No, that one's off the mark. Racing for the rebound there is Bolgreen. The Trojans will bring it back. We'll give it to Bowgreen over the timeline here with 7:45 and counting to go. Scogan, far side, up top into the hands of Halverson. Halverson drives through defenders into the paint. Loose ball and off someone's foot over the timeline. Race down to the other end. It'll roll out of bounds. And who does it go to? It's going to go to the Yellow Jackets. Stops the clock with 7:32 to go here. And now a timeout, Barnesville. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Barnesville Senex, as well as Front Street Nutrition and Midwest Bank.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member
Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex, call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. All right, welcome back. 7:32 to go, and bounce pass comes in up top there for, I believe, can't see who that is. Oh, that's Anderson. Now Katie Johnson, high post jumper, in and out, won't go. Smith pulls down the rebound. Kenzie Scogan on the far wing. Works up top for Smith. Smith looking at Scogan. Now Bowgreen gets it near wing. One dribble, pushes it into the corner for Strand. Strand looking inside, gets it back to Bowgreen. Bowgreen, top of the key, back to Strand. Cross court over to Scogan. As Halverson, who has 8 points, nearly out of bounds and saved there by Bowgreen. Back to Bowgreen here, near wing. She'll dribble up top of the key, over to Strand. Thought about the three, now dribbles down to the baseline. That shot was blocked, and then her foot was out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans. Bowgreen gets the inbounds pass. Now Strand in the corner, back to Bowgreen. Halverson looking for points 9 and 10, won't get it. And that one will be, the ball will hit the out of bounds line, and they'll go back to the Yellow Jackets.
Taking for the Trojans, number 3, Kim Macy.
All right, 6:25 to go here. Sydney Anderson with the basketball. Works it into the hands there of, I believe that was Johnson. Ball tipped around out of bounds. And they'll stay with the Yellow Jackets. Bounce pass near side, Katie Johnson being guarded there by Macy. They'll work it inside down to the baseline. Razor to Sydney Anderson. And no call there on the little push and the rebound, and she was able to keep it from going out of bounds as Bowgreen will finally bring it up court here for the Trojans. Near side, that is Kim Macy. Macy up top for Smith. Smith looking over at Strand, getting tied up there. Back to Macy, now into the corner, and Macy will get it back. Macy, long three. Off the back iron, won't go. Rebound won by the Yellow Jackets. Quickly back the other way, Katie Johnson, Sydney Anderson for three. Got it!
3 points by the Yellow Jackets, number 22, Sydney Anderson.
That gives the Yellow Jackets a 16-15 lead. Bullgreen, high post for Smith. Smith back to Bullgreen. Now they work it in the corner for Strand for three. Off the back iron, won't go. Johnson pulls down the rebound here for the Yellow Jackets. She'll bring it up over the timeline. She'll pick up her dribble, get into the hands of Mickelson. Mickelson fires it over to Anderson. Anderson works it down low for Razor. Off the glass and in.
First basket by number 15, Stella Razor.
Just over 4.5 to go here. Pressure in the backcourt. Strand in a little bit of trouble, and they're calling a jump ball. Stops the clock with 4:35, and Barnesville will take a timeout. Bredman gets called for a player control foul. That'll move them up to, check that, no foul. No foul on that one. We'll be back in a moment. Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win. All right, back to action here, and he blew the whistle to get him to stop the music here, and let's see here. That takes the clock down to 4:33. So Bullgreen will trigger the inbounds pass into the corner for Sydney Strand. Back to Bullgreen. Now Strand for three. No, check that. That's Kim Macy for three.
Kim Macy, boy!
That ties us up at 18. Far side, Sydney Anderson works it up to Mickelson now. Mickelson trying to drive through defenders. Pops it up top, Katie Johnson into the paint. And couldn't quite get it up there. Bredman will get the rebound. Bredman with a couple blocked shots as well. That's their second defensive board. Now Strand has it far wing into the corner for Bullgreen. Bullgreen driving baseline, kicks it back out to Strand. She gets called for a travel.
Ticket for the Trojans, number 33, Casey Scogan. For the Yellow Jackets, number 4, Katie Zimmer.
Katie Johnson will bring it over the timeline. Near side here for Zepper. Zepper drives in, high post, pops it back out top there for Mickelson. Mickelson back now to Johnson. Johnson over to Zepper in the near corner. Zepper back to Mickelson. Inside, and I can't see who that was, but it's a Barnesville foul. I can tell you that much for sure.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 4, Lexi Ballgreen. That's her first personal foul, team 6.
Sydney Anderson will go to the free throw line. In and out. They'll remain tied for the moment. Free throws in. It's a 19-18 lead for the Yellow Jackets. Lobs it up to Bullgreen on the far side. Now to the free throw line. Shot is up and off the back iron, won't go. Rebound by Scogan. That one won't go. And now the ball goes out of bounds and it'll go back to the Yellow Jackets. Perham with a 1-point lead with 3:03 to go here in the first half of play. Katie Johnson with the basketball. Over the timeline with 2:59 to go. Now Zepper on the near wing. Zepper one dribble, works it up top there for Johnson. Johnson looking around. Anderson. I think that's Anderson. Maybe I can't quite see. No, it was Mickelson. Now the baseline jumper a little strong. Scogan will get the loose ball and bring it back the other way here for the Trojans. Now Bullgreen works in the corner for Strand. Thought about the three, but then Zepper stepped up on her. Cross court now Scogan. Looked into the corner, back over to Strand. Strand looking around. Cross court to Bullgreen near wing. Immediately inside there, and she was so wide open that she didn't even realize how wide open she was. and nearly traveled, but as a result was able to control herself and draw the foul here on the Yellow Jackets. Halverson with 8 points so far. First trip to the free throw line tonight. We're tied at 19.
Second for the Yellow Jackets, number 21, Willow Field. And can we get all kindergarten through second grade boys to the south end of the gym, door 4.
And they got the lead back. 2019 in favor of the Barnesville Trojans. As Halverson goes 2 for 2 and enters the double-digit club with 10. 2:08 and counting as Johnson has it over on the far wing. Looking inside, needs some help. Ball is poked away over the timeline. It was tipped. That's okay. They can go back and grab it. Now Mickelson hands it off there for Zepper. Works it inside for Willow Field, I believe that is down there. Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover. Emily Smith in. Bredman, breather on the bench. Inbounds pass comes to Scogan. Scogan gives it back to Bogreen. Back to Scogan as she nearly lost it in the backcourt. Scogan to the hoop. In off the glass. 22-19. Minute and a half to go. It's Katie Johnson. Bounce pass. Willow Thiel picks up the loose ball along the baseline. They work it back out. Zepper for 3. Too strong, won't go. Halverson originally with the rebound, then it goes out of bounds and it'll stay with the Yellow Jackets. Katie Johnson will trigger the inbounds pass from the baseline on the near side of the hoop here with 1:24 to go. Immediately inside, and the bucket's up and in by Sydney Anderson. Pulls the Yellow Jackets within 1. Scogan on the far side. Works it up top, that's poked away. That is Grace Mickelson all alone, and no, it does not roll in. Battle for the loose ball and a foul.
Foul on the Yellow Jackets, number 33, Grace Mickelson. That's her second personal foul, team 6th. Second hit for the Yellow Jackets, number 5, Mallory Duncan.
Inbounds pass comes to Halverson. Pressure in the backcourt here, no problem as the Trojans will break that press. Now Strand here has it high on the near side. She'll dribble back up in between the rings. Looking over at Scogan, but keeps the ball. She dribbles over the far wing. Now Smith up top. Looking inside, works it near wing. Three-pointer on the way and in! It's Kenzie Scogan! 25-21 as the lead increases to 4 here for Barnesville. Zepper with the basketball. Works it inside and a turnover. That's turnover number 5 here for the Perham Yellow Jackets. Both teams have 5 so far in this game. Scogan, who got the 3 on the last trip down the floor, dribbles back up in between the rings, directing traffic with her left hand. She'll get the screen from Smith. Now put up the long 2, and it's in. That's a 6-point lead for the Trojans now. 2 seconds. Down low, Willow Thiel at the buzzer. Does not go. Your Midwest Bank halftime show is coming up. We'll add up some numbers and come back here with your halftime numbers right after this short timeout on the Minnesota Sports Station.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give your advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years. Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win. Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back. Halftime here at Barnesville High School, and the Trojans lead the Yellow Jackets by 6, 27-21 here after one half of play. That's one thing I forgot to write down on my scorebook. We'll do that really quick. 4 ties and 6 lead changes. 3 lead changes belong to the Trojans. The other 3 belong to the Yellow Jackets. We were tied at 10-10. Prior to that 10-10 tie, the Trojans had the lead. And then the Yellow Jackets would tie it up at 10-10 and then take the lead at 11-10. While Barnesville would take the lead back at 12-11. Then we tied up again at 13 each. And then Barnesville would take the lead at 15-13. Yellow Jackets, a couple possessions later, would take the lead at 16-15. Then we were tied up at 18-18. Yellow Jackets took the lead back at 19-18, but Barnesville would tie it up at 19-19 and take the lead at 20-19, and they haven't given up the lead yet as they lead now 27-21. Barnesville, 5 turnovers. They shot 3 of 4, or 75% from the free throw line. They had 2 steals, 6 assists, 2 block shots, and 15 rebounds. 7 of them on the offensive glass, 8 on the defensive glass. Team numbers for the Perham Yellow Jackets. Let's see here. They also had 5 turnovers, 6 team fouls, 3 of 5 for 60% from the free throw line. And let's see here. 1 steal, 3 assists, 1 block, and 14 rebounds, 10 on the offensive, 4 on the defensive. So the Trojans out-rebounding the Yellow Jackets by 1 unofficially, according to my numbers, 15-14. Individual numbers for the Barnesville Trojans. 3 points for Kim Macy off a 3-pointer, a 2-point basket for Lexi Bolgreen, 4 points for Emily Bredman. Kenzie Scogan with 7, Emily Smith with 1. Leading the way, Lauren Halverson with 10. From the free throw line, 1 of 2 for Emily Smith and 2 of 2 for Lauren Halverson. Let's see here. Emily Smith, 3 rebounds, 2 on the defensive boards. Kenzie Scogan with an assist and a steal and 2 offensive boards. Lauren Halverson with an assist and 4 rebounds, 2 on each side. Emily Bredman with an assist and 2 blocks and 4 rebounds, 2 on each side. Lexi Bolgreen with 2 defensive boards and an assist. Sydney Strand with a steal. Sam Pesa with 2 assists. For the Perham Yellow Jackets, let's see here. Katie Zepper, 0 points, 2 offensive rebounds and an assist. Mallory Belka, 2 points and an offensive rebound. Let's see here. Stella Razor with 4 points and 4 rebounds, 2 on each side of the glass with a blocked shot. Willa Thiel with 1 point, 1 or 2 from the free throw line and a couple of offensive boards. Sydney Anderson with 8 points. She leads the way right now for Perham. She's also 1 of 2 from the free throw line with 1 offensive rebound. Katie Johnson with 5 points and 3 rebounds, 2 on the offensive glass and an assist. Grace Mickelson with 1 point, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, a steal and an assist. Fouls, 6 for each team for Barnesville. 1 to Kenzie Scogan, 2 to Emily Bredman, 1 for Lexi Bolgreen, and 2 for Sam Pesa. For Perham, 1 to Maya Morris, 1 for Stella Razor, 1 for Willa Thiel, 1 for Katie Johnson, and 2 for Grace Mickelson. That wraps up your halftime numbers. We're about 2 minutes away from the start of the second. We'll take a break here and be right back with the second half on the Minnesota Sports Station.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win.
your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back. We're ready to go here in the second half of play. Barnesville with a 6-point lead, 27-21 here over the Perham Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets will have the ball here to start the second half of play. Driving in, and then the shot was blocked by Lauren Halverson. That's 3 blocked shots for the Trojans now as Bredman has it up top. Bredman outside, Bull Green thought about the 3, works it back up top for Sam Pesa. Pesa now near side for Macy. Macy looking inside, works it back up top for Bredman. Bredman over to Pesa. Pesa drives into the paint, lost the ball off her foot. And the battle for it rolls into the hands of Halverson. Baseline jumper from Bull Green won't go. And the rebound pulled down there by, I believe that was DeBoer. 3 from Johnson, rattles in.
3-pointer by the Yellow Jackets, number 24, Katie Johnson.
Sydney Anderson and Katie Johnson leading the way with 8 points each now for the Yellow Jackets. Bull Green with the check that. That's Macy with the basketball, excuse me. And now a loose ball taken away there by Mickelson. That's her second steal of the game. Turnover number 6 for the Trojans. Mickelson fires it over. 2 passes later, Katie Johnson on the far side. Works it up top here, and now into the near wing. It's back to Mickelson. Mickelson will drive into the paint, put up the 11-footer. That bounces off the rim, won't go. Sam Pesa with the defensive board. Brings it back over the timeline here with 16:23 and counting to go. Pesa still with the basketball, now over to Bull Green on the far side. They work it down to Bredman. One dribble, that was partially blocked out of bounds. And that is Razor with the block. That's her second block of the game. 16:15 to go here. Inbounds pass comes to Bull Green up top. Dribbles into the high post, now back up in between the rings. Works it near side here for Scogan. Scogan into the hands of Halverson with a bounce pass to Bredman. It nearly poked away, should stay with Barnesville, and it does. Katie Johnson slapped it out of the hands there of Halverson. They'll give Sam Pesa the baseline inbounds pass. Scogan on the baseline, weaves her way through defenders and gets it in off the glass. Scogan with 9 points now, 7 in the first half. 29-24, 5-point advantage for Barnesville. Anderson works it over far side for Mickelson, now Katie Johnson. Near wing here, that is DeBoer. Mickelson at the top of the key. Johnson works it inside for Razor. Reverse layup, won't go, rattles off the rim. Rebound ends up in the hands of Sam Pesa on the defensive board. Pesa at the top of the key, fires it for Bull Green far side. Looking inside, now up top, thought about the 3, drives down the near side of the lane, runs into a double team. Works it back to Pesa, now back over to Scogan here, being guarded by Katie Johnson. 15-14 and counting as they work it back up into the top of the key there for Bredman. Now Pesa over on the far side, works it into the mid post. Halverson may or may not have gotten away with the travel. Defensive board there by Razor. That's her 5th rebound, three of them on the defensive glass as Mickelson drives into the paint. Pops it out, Johnson gets around Scogan, bounce pass across the paint. Razor can't get it to go in, but she will make a trip to the free throw line. First foul of the second half goes on the Barnesville Trojans.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 32, Lauren Halverson, first personal foul, first team foul. On the line to shoot 2 shots for the Yellow Jackets, number 15, Stella Razor.
First one in. That's her first attempt at free throw. She has 5 points now. And it's a 4-point lead. She can cut it to a 1-possession game here. And no, it's off the mark. Pesa brings it over the timeline. Bull Green here in the near corner. Back up top, that's Emily Bredman. Bumps into Pesa, now gives it up for Halverson. Halverson, Bogreen. Bogreen being guarded there by Sydney Anderson as Scogan gets it, being guarded by Katie Johnson. 14.5 to go as Scogan brings it back up top in between the circles. Scogan gets around Johnson, cuts into the paint, draws the foul.
Falls on the Yellow Jackets, number 15, Stella Razor. That's her second personal foul.
Stella Razor picks up her second, team's first of the second half, and that'll put Kenzie Scogan at the free throw line for the first time this evening after the timeout on the floor. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Barnesville Cenex, Midwest Bank, and Front Street Nutrition. Be back in a moment. It's a full timeout. We'll take a 60-second break. Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win. Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. All right, welcome back. Kenzie Scogan at the free throw line coming out of the timeout on the floor here. 4-point advantage here for Barnesville. Free throw up and in. That free throw puts her in the double-digit club with 10. She has a chance to get 11 here if she can connect on this one. And she does. 11 points for the freshman, Kenzie Scogan. 31-25, Barnesville over Perham. There's Katie Johnson, near side into the hands of DeBoer. DeBoer works it inside for Willow Thiel. Now back up top for DeBoer. DeBoer to Katie Johnson. Johnson to the free throw line, stops, gives it back to Mickelson. Mickelson works the ball up top, spins around, avoids the defenders. Bounce pass out to Thiel. Thiel works it inside, turn around, up and in. That is Sydney Anderson with the bucket. And that bucket puts Sydney Anderson in the double-digit club with 10. Full court press here by the Yellow Jackets. As Pesa will bring it over the timeline finally here as they'll get into the hands of Scogan. Scogan up top. Halverson thought about it. Now Pesa, long two on the way, too strong. Loose ball rebound on the floor, and that will result in a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors Barnesville. Inbounds pass comes into Halverson. Bogreen for three. No, it won't go. Rebound underneath there by Scogan. And we have a foul on Perham here. I didn't see who it's on. Sydney Anderson, her first.
At the line to shoot two shots for the Trojans, number 4, Lexi Ballgreen.
Lexi Ballgreen will have the pair of free throws. First one off the front of the rim, no good.
Taking to the Yellow Jackets, number 1, Maya Morris.
5 of 7 as a team from the free throw line after that free throw there. That one's in. Sydney Anderson up top. Down the near side of the lane, lost it out of bounds. I think it's staying with the Yellow Jackets. And No, it's not. It's going to the Trojans. Or maybe it is staying with the Yellow Jackets. I guess we'll find out soon enough. There we go. Now they've realized that it was their ball. Mickelson will trigger the inbounds pass to Kate. Check that. It's Willow Theo. Now up top for DeBoer. DeBoer looking around. Pass was tipped by Sydney Strand out of bounds. Inbounds pass from the midcourt stripe on the far sideline here will be triggered by Sydney Anderson. Into the front court for Willow Theo. Ball's tipped. Stolen away there by Kenzie Scogan. Turnover number 8 for the Yellow Jackets. And now turnover number 7 for Barnesville. And now the clock will stop. 12:42.
Checking for the Yellow Jackets, number 15, Stella Razor, number 4, Katie Zepper.
Peso will trigger the inbounds pass into Scogan. Scogan will bring it back over the timeline now. And that's a double dribble. Turnover number 8 for the Barnesville Trojans. Both teams have 8 turnovers now. Mickelson will get the inbounds pass in the backcourt. Far side, that's Zepper. Zepper from Mickelson up top. Mickelson works it inside for Razor. Back out, and the ball stolen away by Sydney Strand. Strand will lose it out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Trojans. Last touch by the Yellow Jackets. So Strand will record her second steal of the game. Inbounds pass, Bredman up top. Now Pesa in between the rings, works it near corner here for Sydney Strand, being guarded by Anderson. Now Bredman up top, 12:07 to go. Pesa on the far wing. Pesa getting around the defender, do the hoop, and it drops in.
Number 1, Sam Pesa.
34-27, favor of the Trojans. They took the lead at 2019 late in this first half. They haven't given it up yet. Three-pointer out of the hands of Maya Morris off the front rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Sam Pesa. That's her 4th defensive board. Strand with the long two from the baseline. Mickelson up top now. Looks at Morris and now fires it here for Zepper. Zepper tried to work it inside there for Razor, but got tipped by Halverson. Loose ball eventually ends up in the hands of Maya Morris on the far side. Trying to feed it in there for Sydney Anderson. She got it. Maya Morris will get the assist. 12 points for Sydney Anderson. She leads the way right now for the Yellow Jackets. 11 minutes to go. Pesa. Dribbles in, free throw line, now pops it back out for Scogan. Scogan backs up in between the rings, just in front of the midcourt stripe. Being pressured there by Morris. Scogan to the hoop, that bounces off the back rim. Halverson with the rebound, follow-up won't go. Battle for the rebound and whistle, and it's a foul, I'm guessing, and that is indeed the case.
Number 33, Kenzie Scogan, that's your second personal foul, team second. Checking for the Trojans, number 40, Emily Smith. For the Yellow Jackets, number 24, Katie Johnson. Timeout, Perham.
All right, timeout on the floor with 10:39 to go. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Midwest Bank, as well as Barnesville Senex and Front Street Nutrition. Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. All right, welcome back. Yellow Jackets basketball out of the timeout. They'll hand it off to Morris. Morris at the top of the key, being guarded by Scogan. Fires it near wing here into the hands of Mickelson. Mickelson up top for Katie Johnson. Free throw line jumper up and off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound by Stellar and Razor, excuse me. That is her first name, though. And she'll go to the free throw line.
At the line to shoot 2 shots for the Yellow Jackets, number 15, Stella Razor.
She's 1 of 1 from the free throw line so far tonight. And she'll miss that one. 1 of 2.
Checking for the Trojans, number 32, Lauren Halverson.
Two-possession game if she can make this one. And no, it'll roll off. Rebound comes down to, can't see. That is Halverson who got the rebound. She has 7 boards now, according to my numbers. 4 offensive, 3 defensive. Strand backs Johnson in. Now outside, Scogan for 3. Got it!
Kenzie Scogan!
It's a 10-point lead as a result of that 3-pointer by Scogan. Now Morris has it in the paint. Bounce pass. Stella Razor will go to the free throw line again.
Foul on the Trojans, number 32, Lauren Halverson, her second personal foul, team's 4th. At the line to shoot 2 shots for the Yellow Jackets, number 15, Stella Razor. Checking in for the Yellow Jackets, number 22, Sydney Anderson.
Sydney Anderson in. That gives Grace Mickelson a breather on the bench, and the free throw's in. Strand in the backcourt. Gets it over the timeline for Pesa. 9:48 to go here. Smith, I believe that's Scogan far side. Too strong, draws the foul.
Fouls on the Yellow Jackets, number 1, Maya Morris, that's her second personal foul, team's 3rd. At the line to shoot 2 shots for the Trojans, number 33, Kinsey Scogan.
Scogan 2 of 2 from the line tonight so far. And now she's 3 of 3. That one's off the mark. She'll miss her first free throw of the night. 3 of 4, 75%. Near side, Anderson. Anderson can shoot the 3. This time she tried to get around Pesa unsuccessfully. Morris up top, down to the hands of Katie Johnson. Johnson drives into the paint, kicks it out. Morris will put it up for 3. No, it looked like it might have had a chance too. Pulling down the rebound is Halverson. She has 8, 4 on each side of the glass. Pesa dribbles up, top of the key, now near wing here for Scogan. Scogan puts the ball on the floor, dribbles in between the rings, back over to Pesa, far side. Just over 9 minutes to go as they work it in for Halverson. Halverson gets around the defender, won't go. Defensive rebound comes down to it's either Zepper or Morris. Couldn't quite see. It was Zepper. And that'll be over and back. Turnover number 12 here on the Trojans. I can barely hear myself in my headphones. Hopefully you can hear me just fine at home there. Barnesville fan student section getting into this game here. 8:42 to go. Inbounds pass to Sydney Strand. And now the Yellow Jacket fans doing the same cheer, but it's not going to work this time. Scogan gets another bucket. Three-pointer up top. It's in! Sydney Anderson cuts the lead to 9. It's a single-digit deficit now for Perham. Pesa over the timeline, getting around Mickelson. Now Strand on the far side being guarded by Anderson. She works it back up to the top of the key. Gets a screen, cuts into the lane, lost the ball out of bounds. Should go to the Yellow Jackets. No, it doesn't. Apparently, someone in white touched it last. 42-33, stops the clock with 7:58 to go. Inbounds pass to Strand. Strand will put the ball on the floor, dribble in between the rings, pick up her dribble, needs a little bit of help. Bounces it there to Pesa. Pesa off the low block. She'll draw the foul on Zepper, and the basket counts.
Basket's good. She fouled on the play by the Yellow Jackets. Number 4, Katie Zepper. That's her first personal foul, team 4.
So Pesa with a chance to complete the three-point play. It's 11-point lead right now. Free throws up and in. Mickelson will bring it over the timeline here. Or no, check that, Anderson, excuse me. Now Zepper gets it up top for Mickelson. Anderson, free throw line, high post, out. Katie Johnson, 3 off the mark. Scogan with the rebound. Barnesville really collecting the rebounds here, and that's part of the reason why they're up. And Halverson gets 2 more. And the Trojans are cruising, and the Yellow Jackets want to talk it over. 47-33, timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them. Be back in a moment.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, largest lead of the game here for the Trojans, 14. We'll see if the Yellow Jackets can rally. Anderson gets it to Mickelson. Mickelson outside, 3 on the way. Katie Johnson off the front rim, won't go. Halverson with another rebound. She now has 9. She is a rebound away from a double-double. Draws the foul inside there, stops the clock with 7:01.
Fouls on the Yellow Jackets, number 33, Grace Mickelson. That's her third personal foul, team's 5th.
Mickelson picks up her 3rd, team's 5th. Willow Thiel checks in, giving Zepper a breather on the bench. And an immediate foul on the inbounds pass. Takes 1 second off the clock.
Fouls on the Yellow Jackets, number 24, Katie Johnson. That's her 2nd personal foul, team 6th. At the line to shoot 2 shots for the Trojans, number 33, Kinsey Scogan.
Scogan 3 of 4 tonight. And now she's 3 of 5. She's missed her last 2. That one's in. 4 of 6 overall. Up top, Katie Johnson. Johnson tried to bounce pass in there, but was stolen away by Scogan. Turnover number 13 for the Yellow Jackets, according to my numbers. Scogan brings it over the timeline. High post, handoff there for Halverson. Halverson, 1 dribble, too strong. Rebound comes down to, can't quite see who that is in the backcourt there, and a foul is coming on Barnesville. Fouls on Sam Pesa, her 3rd.
Number 1, Sam Pesa, that's her 3rd personal foul, team's 5th. Checking for the Trojans, number 4, Lexi Baldry.
Mallory Balka into the lineup here for the Yellow Jackets. Inbounds pass to Mickelson. As DeBoer. Thiel. Now Anderson, I believe. Yep. And now Mickelson. Mickelson down the near side of the lane to the hoop. Got it in there. They need a few more like that one. Pesa, far side, a little over 6 minutes to go. Thought about the 3, didn't pull the trigger. Now they'll work at the ball green. Barnesville showing their patience here as they work the ball around the perimeter. Strand with it up top right now. She'll back up in between the rings, give it to Bowgreen. They'll flip-flop positions. Give it back to Strand. Strand trying to get around Anderson, and that'll be a reach and foul on Mickelson. That'll be her 4th. Team 7. Oh, it looks like it was, I'd like to see their video replay on that one. Pretty sure it was Mickelson, but they're going to charge it to Anderson. It's a second on Anderson now as a result. And Strand will make the first of the 1-on-1. Two for two. Barnesville's only missed 3 free throws here in the second half. Right to the hoop and in. Nice job there by, I believe that was Mickelson. And it was. Quickly back the other way. They'll get it to Pesa high on the near side. She'll put the ball to the floor, dribbling between the rings. Now cutting the lane. Bounce pass, baseline. Emily Smith pops it back out for Sydney Strand. 5:18 counting to go here in the second half. Now Pesa over to Strand. And they are keeping it right in front of the midcourt stripe. Now they work it down a little bit inside. Smith, one dribble, picks it up, back for Pesa. Under 5 minutes to go now. Pesa to Bowgreen. Halverson thought about the shot and then hands it off there for Bowgreen. Just trying to chew up some clock here, the Trojans are. Now Pesa into the paint. Halverson back out for Bowgreen, and once again, they're just trying to chew up the clock here. And now a foul comes in. Now stop the clock with 4:28 to go.
That's her first personal foul. At the line to shoot the bonus for the Trojans, number 4, Lexi Ballgreen. Checking for the Yellow Jackets, number 24, Katie Johnson.
So the last foul was on Mallory Belka, her first. And the front half of the 1-on-1 won't go on an offensive rebound there by Emily Smith.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 4, Lexi Ballgreen. That's her second personal foul, team 6.
Working around the perimeter here for Sydney Anderson, driving baseline, and it didn't drop in, but she'll draw the foul.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 4, Lexi Ballgreen. That's her third personal foul, team 7. At the line to shoot 2 shots for the Yellow Jackets, number 22, Sydney Anderson.
Barnesville 7 now. And
checking for the Trojans, number 14, Emily Bredman.
Bredman checks in, gives Emily Smith a breather. DeBoer will get a breather. Razor comes back into the lineup for the Yellow Jackets. 50-38 is our score. Make it 50-39.
Timeout, Perham.
All right. We'll see if the Yellow Jackets come up with a plan here. As a full timeout is taken, we're back in 60 seconds here on the Minnesota Sports Station.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. All right, welcome back. Barnesville ball out of the timeout. Yellow Jackets with a full court press. No problem this time around as the Barnesville Trojans will get it over the timeline into the hands of Sydney Strand over on the far side. Just under 4 minutes to go now as Halverson has it up top. Halverson looking for a bounce pass for Bredman. She'll draw the foul. Razor picks up her third.
Fouls on the Yellow Jackets, number 24, Katie Johnson, her third.
Okay, never mind. It's Katie Johnson. It's still her third.
Number 14, Emily Bredman.
Bredman misses.
3, 2, 1.
Second free throw is in, and a whistle and a substitution here. 3:52 to go. That is Mickelson. Works it around, three-pointer on the way. Anderson got it! That's her third triple of the game, and they need a couple more like that. Cut this lead down a little bit here, see if they can create a turnover in the backcourt. And they do! And Katie Johnson off the steal gets two more. Looking for another turnover, and I believe it was a foul probably on the Yellow Jackets, I'm guessing.
Fouls on the Yellow Jackets, number 33, Grace Mickelson, her fourth personal foul.
Now Grace Mickelson has 4. They'll send Bolgreen to the line. Bolgreen is 1 of 3 from the line tonight. Only 4 points. 2 of them coming from the free throw line. 3 of them coming from the free throw line, and 5 points. Barnesville want to talk it over. We'll take another timeout. Be back in a moment. Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win. All right, well, if you take away the first half, we're tied at 23-23. Unfortunately, you can't take away the first half. But you can get buckets like that one from Grace Mickelson. 2 more, and all of a sudden, the Perham Yellow Jackets are clawing their way back into this one. 53-46 and another turnover, but it'll stay with Barnesville, so I guess it's not another turnover. Up high to Bredman, off the inbounds pass. Just over 3 minutes to go here. And a turnover. Travel, and a turnover right back. .258 to go here. Full court press by the Yellow Jackets. Inside Halverson, bounce pass back out to Pesa. Pesa gets it to Bolgreen over the timeline. Now back to Pesa, near side. High on the near side, I should say. Be careful not to foul here, and that one's going to go in. 55-46, a 9-point lead here. Outside, DeBoer. Up top now for Mickelson. Mickelson drives the hoop. Jump ball. I would say that's the right call. It didn't look like any hands touched any part of the body. It was all ball on that one, so that was the correct call there by the official. Mickelson will have the inbounds pass from the baseline here for the Yellow Jackets. Inbounds to DeBoer. DeBoer to the hoop. Couldn't get it to go in, and the rebound comes down to Halverson. Halverson has a double-double with 10 rebounds and 12 points. And a turnover back. Technical foul on the coach here. On the coach of, apparently on the Perham Yellow Jackets. Sydney Strand makes the first one. This one stings a little bit, no pun intended. 10-point lead. And an 11-point lead, and now the Trojans will get the ball back. Stings if you're a Yellow Jacket fan. I'm guessing it's something that was said by the coach. I did not see it. It was off to my left as I was looking to the action at the right. Pesa works it over to Bowgreen. Now up top, Halverson trying to strip it away. There was Willow Thiel, and that one will drop in. 14 points and 10 boards for Halverson. Thought about it, didn't pull the trigger. DeBoer for three, too strong. Offensive rebound and a whistle and a foul. That's team foul number 7 on the Trojans. That should put the Yellow Jackets at the line.
That's your 4th personal foul. Teams 8 at the line to shoot the bonus. For the Yellow Jackets, number 33, Grace Mickelson.
Mickelson remains perfect from the line tonight. She'll make them both.
Taking the Yellow Jackets, number 1, Maya Boris.
Maya Boris comes in. That gives Mickelson a breather on the bench. Mickelson has 4 fouls. We may not see her again. Well, we might. It's only on less than 2 minutes to go. Halverson can't get it to go. Thiel with the rebound. Outlet pass near side. Now they work it up to Sydney Anderson. Anderson to the hoop and in. She got it.
Basket by number 22, Sydney Anderson. Basket's good. She's fouled on the play by number 1, Sam Pesa. That's her 5th personal foul. Team's 9th.
Just under 90 seconds to go, and it's a 9-point game. Points with the clock stopped. Crucial here for the Yellow Jackets. They need to get every free throw they possibly can from here on out. And they'll get that one. 8-point lead here and a full court press and a whistle. And a foul away from the action here.
Fouls on the Yellow Jackets, number 22, Sydney Anderson. That's her 3rd personal foul. Check it in. At the line to shoot the double bonus for the Trojans, number 5, 7 Strand. Checking with the Trojans for the Yellow Jackets, number 33, Grace Mickelson. Timeout, Barnesville. Full timeout.
All right, full timeout on the floor as the Trojans lead by 10. Minute 27 to go. We're back in a moment here on the Minnesota Sports Station. Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, here we go, minute 26, down by 10. Looking for some threes. Willow Thiel driving the baseline, got fouled. That's team foul number 10. That's a double bonus now here for the Yellow Jackets. So both teams in the double bonus. And they really needed that free throw.
On the line for the second 2 shots for the Yellow Jackets, number 21, Willow Thiel. Checking in for the Yellow Jackets, number 4, Katie Zepper.
That one will not fall in either. Redmond, and she'll be fouled from behind here by Zepper.
Falls on the Yellow Jackets, number 4, Katie Zepper. That's her second personal foul. At the line to shoot the double bonus for the Trojans, number 14, Emily Bredman.
Bredman 1 for 2 from the line tonight. Those 2 came earlier this half. That one's off the mark.
Second for the Yellow Jackets, number 33, Grace Mickelson.
So Mickelson in, Zepper out. Minute 11 to go. Free throw off the mark. Rebound, Yellow Jackets. They have an opportunity here. Straight to the hoop, can't get it to go. Rebound to Bredman. That stops the clock with a minute 2.
Fouls on the Yellow Jackets, number 22, Sydney Anderson. That's her 4th personal foul.
Sydney Anderson picks up her 4th.
And
And Bogreen is 3 of 5 from the line tonight. And that one's off the back iron, too strong. Well, they're giving the Yellow Jackets chances here as they bring it back the other way. Thought about the 3. 19-9 triple off the back iron, won't go. Offensive rebound by Thiel, or is it over and back?
Taking the Yellow Jackets, number 4, Katie Zepper.
Zepper and Mickelson out. .52 seconds to go. And a quick whistle, and I'll stop the clock with 50.4. And a foul will send us down to the other end for free throws.
Number 13, Lily DeBoer. That's her first personal foul. At the line to shoot the double bonus for the Trojans, number 5, Sydney Strand.
Strand, a perfect 4 of 4 tonight. And she'll stay perfect at 5 for 5.
Number 33, Grace Mickelson, and number 1, Maya Morris.
Six for 6 from the line tonight for Sydney Strand. Three-pointer up, and it's in! Mickelson with the triple.
Number 33, Grace Mickelson. Timeout, Perham.
63-54. We'll take one more timeout. Be back in a moment. Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win. All right, welcome back here. 44 seconds to go. Launches the pass down to Bowgreen and collects it at the baseline. Trying to get the steal, and they will get a foul. 38 seconds to go now. Scogan will go to the free throw line.
That's her 5th personal foul.
Sydney Anderson fouls out with 38.3 seconds to go.
Number 33, Kenzie Scogan. Checking into the Yellow Jackets, number 33, Grace Mickelson.
She'll end the night with 22 points. Four of 6, 4 of 7.
Taking to the Yellow Jackets, number 5, Mallory Belka.
Mallory Belkema in, Katie Zepper out. It's back to a 10-point game. Quickly up court, it's Thiel. Mickelson, 3 on the way, in!
3 points by the Yellow Jackets, number 33, Grace Mickelson.
Out of bounds, he'll stay with the Trojans. 21.7 seconds to go.
Checking the Yellow Jackets, number 4, Katie Zepper.
Zepper in, that'll give, let's see, a breather on the bench to Belka. Inbounds pass and an immediate foul. This one is on, I believe, Johnson, and if it is, it's her 4th.
Fouls on the Yellow Jackets, number 24, Katie Johnson. That's her 4th personal foul. At the line to shoot 2 shots for the Trojans. Number 5, Sydney Strand.
Not the person you wanted to send to the free throw line. She's 6 of 6 tonight. And she's 7 of 7.
Taking it for the Yellow Jackets, number 5, Mallory Belka.
Eight of 8 from the free throw line here for Sydney Strand. She's a freshman. 3 on the way. Off the back iron, it won't go. Halverson with the board. Redmond works up for Scogan. 5 seconds to go. Bowgreen, and they will hold it. And that is your final score.
Trojans 66. The Perham Yellow Jackets 57.
Trojans took the lead at 2019 in the first half. They never gave it up. 66-57 your final. We're going to add up some numbers and we'll come back with your post-game show in a little bit. I want to thank our sponsors, including Barnesville Cenex, Front Street Nutrition, and Midwest Bank. Coming up next, updated team profiles, game recap, and more when your post-game show starts next here on the Minnesota Sports Station. Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, Building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give your advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win. Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back here to the Postgame Show. Final score, Barnesville 66, Perham 57. Good game in the first half. We had six lead changes and 4 ties, but Barnesville took that final lead change at 2019 late in the first half, and it was almost all Barnesville. Well, I mean, it wasn't necessarily all Barnesville in the second half, but let's just say this: the quick start by Barnesville, or I shouldn't say the quick start, but once they got that 29-19 lead, and they pour in about 7 more points to take that 27-21 lead, it was at that 2019 mark where you could say that it's all Barnesville. Now, if you take away the first half, the final score would have been 39-36 in favor of Barnesville. They only outscored the Yellow Jackets by 3 in that second half, but it was that 6-point differential and then the 3 extra points in the second half that led us to our 66-57 final in favor of the Trojans. So I will go over some team and individual numbers here in a little bit, but first, the Barnesville Trojans improving to 11-9 now, 7-7 against Section 8 AA opponents, and they are 2-4 when playing at home. While the Perham Yellow Jackets fall to 15-7, fall to 6-4 on the road, and 11-5 against Section 8 AA opponents. And let's see here. These games will be on demand within shortly here. After I see the JV game still processing, so that won't be available sooner than later. And then about within 20 to 30 minutes after we wrap up our post-game show here, we will have the varsity game available for instant replay on our website, msportsnet.com. Under the games button, click on games on demand, or check on final scores. No, games on demand, that's right. And you'll come to this screen that you see here. And you just simply click watch on the game you want to watch again, and they'll be available to watch 24/7 on demand here shortly after we wrap up our post-game show. Also on our website, under the games button, is a team's playlist button. Click on that, you come to this one. You can click on basketball, filter out every game that isn't a basketball game, or under the Minnesota teams column there. Scroll down, find your team, either the Perham Yellow Jackets or the Barnesville Trojans. Click on your team, it'll filter out all the games that do not feature your team. That's another way you can find a way to watch it again. We want to thank our sponsors, including Barnesville Cenex, Front Street Nutrition, and Midwest Bank for bringing you coverage of tonight's game. If you want to team up with us, you can. Booster plans starting as low as $25 a month. You can also request a package to follow your team or teams. If you have multiple favorite teams, we can do that as well. And over 1,000 followers on website, check that, YouTube, Facebook, as well as our Twitter. We'll get you mentions on our social media pages. We'll get you a message growing for your business on our scoreboard for maximum game time exposure. And you can call us and or visit our website and email us, or even text us at that number for more information. We'd be glad to help you out. So with that said, we're going to take one more time out, and when we come back, we'll wrap up our post-game show, select a player of the game, go through the team and individual numbers, and then wrap this thing up from Barnesville High School when we come back in a moment here on the Minnesota Sports Station. Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000-plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give you advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win. All right, welcome back. Your final score one more time, 66-57. Barnesville picks up the win here over the visiting Yellow Jackets from Perham. Coming up, we'll take a look at the game recap and tell you how to find us online. Matter of fact, let's do that right now. We'll also get to the player of the game here and your full look at your stats. Find us on Twitter at msportsnet and also on YouTube at youtube.com/NDSportsChannel, on facebook.com/msportsnetlive. And let's go ahead and take a look at the game recap now here. Team player and stats. We'll start with Barnesville. We'll start with the team numbers. Barnesville with 14 turnovers, 5 of them in the first half. They scored 27 in the first half, 39 in the second half for a game total of 66. Shot 20 of 28 for 71% from the free throw line, and they were 3 of 4 in that first half. So 24 of the 28 free throws coming in the second half here for the Barnesville Trojans. They had a total of 16 fouls after you stop keeping track after 10, so a little bit more than 16. And then team numbers: 7 steals, 12 assists, 3 block shots, and 34 rebounds, 14 offensive, 20 defensive for the Barnesville Trojans. For the Perham Yellow Jackets, 21 points in the first half, 36 in the second half for a game total of 57. They had 17 turnovers. They were 8 of 12 for 67% from the free throw line in the game. 7 steals, 7 assists, 4 blocks. All 4 of those blocks going to Stella Razor. And then rebounds 31, 16 on the offensive glass, 15 on the defensive glass. And that wraps up your team numbers. 16 plus fouls for the Perham Yellow Jackets as well. In fact, both teams at 16 plus, 6 in the first half, 10 plus in the second half for the both teams. We had 4 ties and 6 lead changes. 3 of those lead changes to the Trojans, the other 3 to the Yellow Jackets. Trojans scored first, and they would hang on to that lead until Perham would tie it up at 10-10, then take the lead on a free throw at 11-10. Barnesville would get the ball right back on the next possession and retake the lead at 12-11. They would hang on to that lead until Perham tied it up at 13-13. Then Barnesville would take the lead at 15-13. And then the Yellow Jackets would hit a three-pointer to take the lead at 16-15. And then Barnesville would tie it up at 18-18. The Yellow Jackets would get the lead at 19-18. Barnesville would tie it up at 19-19 on a free throw and take the lead on another free throw at 20-19 late in the first half. And that was our last lead change of the game at 20-19, as the Barnesville Trojans would go on to win 66-57, outscoring the Yellow Jackets 39-36 in the second half of play. Individual numbers for the Perham Yellow Jackets: Maya Morris, 1 assist and no points. Katie Zepper, no points, but picked up 6 boards, 3 on each side with a steal and 2 assists and 2 fouls. Maya Morris also with 2 fouls. Mallory Belka with 2 points and a total of 3 boards, 2 on the offensive, 1 on the defensive glass. Greta Hillica did not play. Lily DeBoer, no points, but an assist and 2 rebounds, 1 personal foul. Olivia Pilgrim did not play. Stella Razor, 6 points, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. All 5 of those attempts coming in the second half of play. She had 4 of those 6 points in the first half. She also had 4 blocks, a steal, and let's see here, 6 defensive boards to go along with 3 offensive boards, so a board shy of 10. Willow Thiel, Razor also had 2 fouls. Willow Thiel, 1 foul, 1 point, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. That free throw came in the first half. She had 3 offensive boards and an assist. Sydney Anderson fouled out of the game with 38.3 seconds to go. 22 points overall, 3 of 4 from the free throw line for 75% shooting, 5 fouls, and 2 offensive boards. Katie Johnson with 10 points, 5 in the first half, 5 in the second half. She also had 4 fouls, 2 steals, an assist, and 6 boards, 3 on each side. Grace Mickelson with 15 points. Perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw line. She scored 14 of those 15 points in the second half. Had 3 personal fouls, 3 steals, and 1 assist. And that wraps up your individual numbers for the Perham Yellow Jackets. For the Barnesville Trojans, Sam Peso with 5 points. All 5 of them coming in the second half. She was 1 of 1 from the free throw line with 3 personal fouls, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 4 defensive boards. Anna Stanford did not play. Kim Macy with a triple back in the first half. She would tack on an assist. That's it for her. Lexi Bowgreen, 5 points, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, with all 5 of those attempts coming in the second half, shooting 60% from the charity stripe. She also had a bucket in the first half to go along with 3 fouls. 3 assists? Yeah, it is. 3 assists and 2 defensive rebounds for Lexi Bowgreen. Sydney Strand, 4 rebounds, 2 on each side. She had 12 points, 8 of 8 from the free throw line. All 12 of her points coming in the second half. 2 steals, and like I said, no fouls and 4 rebounds, 2 on each side. Olivia Sorensen did not play. Emily Bredman, 5 points. 4 of those 5 in the first half. She was 1 of 3 in the second half for 33% from the free throw line. She also had 2 blocks, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds, 3 defensive, 2 offensive to go along with 4 personal fouls. Kiana Amundsen, Mathea Jablonski, Sydney Rusted, Trinity Gregg, and Katie Newell all did not play. Laura Halverson, 14 points, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 10 of those 14 plus the 2 free throws coming in the first half of play. She had a steal, a block, and assist, and she had 11 rebounds, 6 on the defensive glass and 5 on the offensive glass. And then Kenzie Scogan, 18 points, 4 of 7, 57% from the free throw line. All 7 of those free throw attempts coming in the second half. She had 7 of her 18 in the first half, giving her 11 overall in the second half. 2 personal fouls, 2 assists, 3 steals, and 8 rebounds, with 5 of them coming on the offensive glass. Emily Smith, 1 point, 1 of 2 from the free throw line early in the first half. No fouls and 4 rebounds, 2 on each side with a steal. And that wraps up your individual numbers for the Barnesville Trojans. So now it's time to select a player of the game. There's a couple that did a really good job tonight, but the one that stands out the most is the freshman Sydney Strand. She had a lot of big free throws in the second half to keep the Barnesville lead just high enough that Perham couldn't chip away at it there, connecting on all 8 of her free throws in the second half. And matter of fact, 8 of 8 in the game for free throw, 100%. 2 assists, no fouls, 2 steals, 4 boards, 2 on each side, 12 points. So the freshman Sydney Strand will be our player of the game here for the Barnesville Trojans. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow down in Wahpeton. The Huskies will host the Cheyenne Mustangs. 5:30 for the JV game and 7 o'clock for the boys varsity game. And then Saturday, we're back at Moorhead High School for the Heart of Lake Shootout. 6 boys basketball games, all back-to-back, starting at 9:30 a.m. for you here on the Minnesota Sports Station. Thanks so much for watching. We want to thank our sponsors once again, including Front Street Nutrition, Barnesville Cenex, and Midwest Bank. Also bringing you your halftime show. Certainly appreciate their support making these broadcasts possible. Once again, your final score is the Barnesville Trojans 66 and the Perham Yellow Jackets 57. Your player of the game, Sydney Strand, the freshman for the Trojans. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you tomorrow from Wahpeton High School for the Huskies and the Mustangs. And that's on the Andy Sports Channel here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. And until Saturday, enjoy the first half of your weekend here for the Barnesville and the Perham fans. Also, a shout out to the ones watching from Perham High School. I know they had the game on in the TVs there as the boys were playing at home. I did not get a final on the boys game. But hopefully they were able to win one since the girls couldn't pull off the comeback here against Barnesville. Have a great night. Once again, your final 66-57 in favor of the Trojans. We'll talk to you tomorrow from Wahpeton High School.